Hey everyone, it's Faith, and this is my new YouTube channel on a journey to wholeness. I really believe in the idea of wholeness and that our lives are not supposed to be compartmentalized into different areas such as your career, your social life, your family life, and then your personal life. We live in a world that expects you to prioritize different aspects of your life over others. You know, whether it is that you're pursuing a career and the idea of monetary success or fame and a status in your career over your family life and actually spending time raising your children or investing in your spouse or in your biological family as well, and developing relationships with your siblings and your parents and spending time in those relationships. And as a young person, especially growing up in today's society and American culture, there's this pressure to always perform and be productive. Especially as a young woman too, there's a pressure to pursue a career and pursue success and to quote unquote do something with your life that I just don't agree with. Especially as a Christian too, I believe that God has put us on this earth for more than just money and wealth and status or a legacy that will outlive us. I don't think that's the point of life. I believe that we were put here to glorify God and to show His love through our actions and through our words and through our lives to other people and to the world. That we are put here to be good stewards of our time and our resources in the world and not treat it as something that we deserve or that we are entitled to glean from and to take success from other things and from other people, but that we are put here to be stewards of resources and other people and time and money and everything for a larger purpose than our own personal benefit. This idea of wholeness in life and living larger than ourselves and living in a life that is full of abundance and just full of connection and meaning and purpose and love and joy and all of those beautiful, wonderful things. It's really close to my heart, and that's why I'm starting this channel, specifically talking to people of my generation, but really anyone who has a sense of hopelessness and meaninglessness, and probably too, you might be experiencing stress, depression, loneliness, anxiety, and all of those things that just seem to be rampant in our culture and amongst our generation. And I just want to speak to all of us and to invite all of you along with me to start a journey towards more connection and more wholeness and more purpose in our lives, because I truly believe that that's exactly what God has called us to and wants for us, is a life of wholeness and meaning. And the world does not offer that to us. We're told that we can do anything and be anything we want, but sometimes that's just an added pressure of we must then become everything and do everything, and there's just so much of an idolatry of busyness and productiveness that just isn't healthy in our culture. And we feel that spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. Our bodies keep track of what we put them through. This channel's just going to be a way for me and you to come along in a journey of moving from a life filled with some pretty negative feelings, lots of negative self-talk, lots of negative behavior patterns that have just led to this downward spiral of cynicism and sadness and hopelessness and anxiety and just disordered behaviors and mental patterns that aren't healthy in my life. And moving from that to a pursuit of wholeness and happiness and joy and meaningful relationships and a meaningful life and work. With that being said, this YouTube channel is going to be specifically my personal journey that I will share with you. It'll encompass everything from practical routines and disciplines that I'm developing to emotional and mental experiments. Before I go any further though, The way that I am going to start this journey is experiments, because you have to learn, right? And you won't ever know what works for you in your life, because wholeness is a very personal thing, because we're all unique and created uniquely for different purposes. So you won't know what's going to actually work in your life and the life that you want until you try it. So that's how I'm structuring my journey, is taking these principles and these advice and these tips and tricks and suggested disciplines and everything that have been tried and been true for other people, and applying them to my life and seeing what works and what's sustainable in a way that both challenges me to grow, but also is true to who I am as a person and my values and my personality. And I want to share that journey with you and those experiments with you too, and hope that you will join me as well in trying some of these experiments out in your life and seeing what works for you too. Because life is just a journey of success and failure, and we can learn a lot more from what doesn't work for us, I think. And sometimes it just takes tiny tweaks to make something work for you, and you won't ever know until you try. So that's how I'm approaching this channel. So please do leave comments below in this video on the types of experiments you want me to try. I really welcome any feedback and advice and encouragement that you all have as I start this channel. I want to keep it pretty casual, but I also really am here not just for my own personal health and wellness, but also for you too, and encouraging you that life is so much more than a 9-to-5 job and weekends. Like, I don't want people to just live for their weekends or live for a paycheck and those types of things. I want there to be more in your life as well. So yeah, that's pretty much all for this introduction video. Please go ahead, like I said, leave a comment below, and if you're interested at all, like the video and hit that subscribe button too, so that you can keep up on my journey and so that we can be on this journey together. So with that, I welcome you too on the journey to wholeness.